Hi, it's Mark from Training Spark, and in this video we're going to show you a few ways you can get technical support for your LearnDash platform. And we're going to show you a series of options, and we're going to show you these in the order that we would do them if we were to run into issues on our own platform. So pay attention to the order that we go through these, and don't jump straight to let's get in touch with LearnDash support, because there may be some ways that you can do things a bit quicker by looking at things yourself or using other means. So we've got a LearnDash platform here. We're logged in as an administrator, and what I'm going to do firstly is head to the dashboard, and if you've got LearnDash LMS installed and it's an up-to-date version, what you'll find in here is this help option here. And this is a great new knowledge base feature that they've added to the plugin, which has quick answers to what might be your questions. So you might have questions about getting started, users and groups, reporting, and you very well may find your answers to your questions within here. And you can just browse through these. If you've got certain issues, you might find them in some of these pages. Looking at users and groups, there's it's all categorized into nice buckets of information. So, and you can also use the search. So if you were to search something like topics, for example, that would bring up all of the knowledge base articles about topics. And you have questions here like, can I reuse lessons across multiple courses? You can click into that, and that will give you information that you can look at and hopefully answer your questions. So this is something that LearnDash have really improved on over the past few months, and just gives you a nice quick way to potentially get answers to your questions. And it's a great first port of call for any technical issues that you might have. If that still doesn't answer your question, or your problems tend to be a bit more technical, so you might have some errors or something like that, what you might want to do is head down to Tools and then Site Health. And what this will do is sort of build up a profile of your WordPress and LearnDash platform and identify any potential improvements, or I think it separates these into two buckets. You might have critical enhancements, which are things that do need fixing, or recommended improvements here. And you might find one of these stands right out and says, this needs fixing, and that might solve your issue. So this is a place where you can go which is most likely to show what problems your system has by looking at this site health. And it might be a PHP version that's out of date, or PHP modules that aren't installed, something to do with your server that's not quite right for your WordPress environment. And just looking at this might give you a lot more guidance as to what the problems might be. So in recommended improvements here, for example, it says we've got a PHP module missing there, and I might go into my hosting and just see if I can find that and enable it, and that would then drop off this list, and we could sweep up some of the options here. If that doesn't solve your problem, and you don't want to take things a step further and start asking other people, they are going to want to know a bit about your system. And to do that, what you can do is head over to this Info tab here, and this will bring up pretty much everything about your platform, including your WordPress version and how big of folders you have, themes, plugins, everything you've got installed, what media you've got, what your server and hosting environment is, the database, and lots of information that is crucial to anyone providing technical support to be able to replicate any issues that you might have and be able to identify where they might lie. So this is really useful if you are going out to other people to ask for support. And a good thing that they've got here is this option to copy that into the info to the clipboard. So what you can do is click this button and then paste that into a notepad or an email or something like that when you're asking for support. Obviously, you need to be careful who you share this with, because there's some fairly sensitive data about your platform that in the wrong hands could be used for the wrong purposes. So just make sure you're only sending that to people that you trust. But anyone providing support is going to want a decent level of understanding of what your system is to be able to help. So once you've got that, where can you go now? So the great group on Facebook called LearnDash LMS Tips and Tricks, and this is often a great first place to go before you even contact LearnDash technical support, because this is constantly, there's lots of people on here and it's a very active forum, and you can see that there's 3,000 members. So head to Facebook and join this group first before you take things any further, and you might find that if you ask any questions here, there's some really useful people on there that might be able to help you straight away, and other people that might have had similar issues and they've been able to resolve them themselves. So if it was us, we would go here probably before we contact LearnDash technical support, because in all honesty, you're probably going to find your answer quicker in here than in technical support. If you get to this point and the group hasn't been able to provide an answer to your issue and you haven't been able to self-diagnose it here, then might be the time to get in touch with LearnDash themselves, which again you can do by heading to the help section here and going to create a support ticket. And this will take you to your LearnDash account. You'll have to log in to get to here, but this will also try and point you in the direction of the Facebook group as well as the support documentation. But below this, you've got the option to get in touch with LearnDash around any problems that you might have, and you'll be able to get in touch with them and raise a ticket. So I hope you find that useful, and hopefully by doing those steps you will be able to resolve any issues that you may have on your LearnDash platform. If you did like this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more like this, please subscribe to the Training Spark YouTube channel.